Really thought you were going to get your first one there tonight at the end of that first half. How close do you feel like you are to getting that first goal, and what's next for you to break through?
Yeah, I feel like it's, really close. I feel like if I maybe just go down in the box, it's a penalty, or I just, take a better shot, it's a goal. So I'm just need the final product, and we just need to smooth this couple things out. So I feel like I'm really close.
And these last few games since you've been starting, I guess, you seem a little more confident, really going at the defense. Does the confidence, I guess, that Pablo has in you to start you, does that help a lot in that confidence, or what's kind of been going on these last few weeks that you have been maybe showing off a little bit more on that?
Yeah,
on
for
the
sure. I
defensive?
think when the coach starts you, I feel like you have a lot more freedom and you have a lot more ability to try things. And I feel like when you come into the game, maybe 70th minute, you have to kind of control the game and make smarter decisions. But yeah, I feel like since the coaching staff has a lot of confidence in me and they tell me to try whatever I want, so I go and do my thing. So
Going into Saturday's game for the Rocky Mountain Cup against Colorado, what do you guys feel like you need to change in order to get a good result against them?
I feel like we just need to be more ruthless and take our chances when we have them. And I feel like that's the difference, because I feel like defensively and our work rate, we fight for each other. We do all we can, but in the final third, we're lacking a little bit of composure and ruthlessness.
Yeah, talk us through Noel Caliskin stepping up right back again. What does that mean to have somebody like that when you have so many injuries, so many suspensions as well?
Yeah, it was amazing. He did amazing. I think we see it every day in training, so we knew he could get the job done. So I feel like it's not a shock to me that he played well, but yeah.
So they talk about you starting the past couple games. What was kind of the thought process that Pablo told you, and what role he wanted to take you tonight?
He just told me to keep doing what I was doing and provide for the team. Like, I think it's really simple. He doesn't really tell me too much. He just tells me to make smart decisions and do what I feel is right.
We see that you're very brave in challenging people, going one-on-ones and stuff. Is there a player that you kind of role model your game after, or is it something that you just kind of do on your own?
I feel like I watch a lot of Neymar and Mbappe and Bukayo Saka, so I feel like those are all players that take people 1v1, and I feel like with my pace and my ability on the ball, that's a strength for me that I have to.
Yeah, and not to be nosy, but we saw a moment where you and Diego were like kind of just talking to each other in the middle of the field, and he kind of was giving you instructions. What was he telling you at that moment?
I honestly don't remember. I remember when I was just telling him, like, sorry, I had missed the cross like a couple minutes earlier, and I was just like telling him that I'd get it right next time. And he was just telling me I was good.
Thank you.
Gozo, are you surprised that you're playing this much for the first time? You just went a full 90 tonight. Like, are you surprised you're playing this much?
I wouldn't say surprised. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that the coaching staff has the confidence in me to put me in these situations. But I feel like I got myself ready, and everything I've been working for is for these moments. So I feel like I wouldn't say surprised, but I'm grateful.
Maybe trying to take advantage a little bit
Yeah,
of this time?
For sure.
Gozy, we talked in preseason, you talked about your family life. Do you think you've been playing well enough the last couple of games where you don't have to take out the garbage anytime soon?
Nah, still taking out the garbage, still cooking, still washing dishes. So no matter what I do, I'll still be doing that.
And how is the game slowing down for you now? How's your confidence going, and where do you expect to be soon?
Yeah, I feel like it's slowing down for sure. I feel like just the guys are helping me feel a lot more comfortable and just, yeah, making me feel free, like I can do whatever I want. So.
Hey, man, what can you say to juniors coming up? Like, what separates you and your success to others at your age?
I think patience is a thing I can say, because I feel like there's a lot of young players coming up that don't get the chances, and they just, they either stop trying or, like, don't give effort in training. I feel like if you just work hard and go your hardest 100% every day in training, like, I feel like if Dominic didn't get injured, I wouldn't be on the field. And obviously I took my opportunity, but I feel like I was working 100% every day in training, and Pablo obviously see that. So he trusted me to start that game, and I played well, and now he started me the last 4 games. So.
And you've gotten some pretty good locations in the box. where are you like a fan of? Like, where do you like to be to set yourself up to score a goal?
I don't have a favorite place in the box. I like to be in the box anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like I obviously just need to finish one now. But, yeah.
I don't know how much time you've had to work with William Magada, but watching the goals he scored in Kansas City, they're all inside the penalty spot. Most of them are inside the 6, and a lot of them come on crosses. Hey, you feel like you've been able to had enough training sessions to build a little chemistry with him? Because it looks like your two games will fit together well when you get some games together.
I agree. I was really excited for Willie to come in. I've watched him in Kansas City, and obviously he's a poacher, and he's scored a lot of goals. So I feel like, yeah, after a little bit, obviously the last game was unfortunate, but I feel like after a little bit of more time, then we'll be clicking for sure.
Can you assess the defensive side of your game and what you think you're doing well, what Pablo's asking of you, and where you think you still need to improve?
I think Pablo just asked me to try as hard as I can, work as hard as I can, go close out as hard as I can, and just run my ass off. So,
aside from whatever Pablo might tell you, do you have a little auto criticism to yourself? Like, I need to tweak this a little more to my game in order to keep those 90 minutes?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like today, obviously, I need to score. Obviously, there's a couple of crosses I miss, and maybe if I get those right, we win the game. So there's definitely criticism for myself, for sure.
And then big names, like at a young age, like Lamine Yamal and all them, is that something like motivates you in order to get to that level, or what's your biggest motivation right now?
For sure. I feel like I don't compare myself to anybody, but I feel like seeing them do great things is inspiring. And I feel like, yeah, it inspires me to learn from them and apply it to my game.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Zavier, when in the priority games, you was confronting two young boys, like closer to your age, but in this game was some guy with 10 years older than you. Was some different for you, and after they switched it to you, they sent it to you with a big guy, taller than you, 16 years older than you, a lot of experience. How do you take those? Do you notice the changes, the priority games to today?
No, I don't really think about my opponent too much. I feel like any outside back I feel like I can beat. So I back myself every time. So I feel like no matter if they have 10 years in the league or their first game in the MLS is the same to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else for Gozo? Anyone on Zoom? Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Hey, thank you guys.